Warning: the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hey, well, welcome everybody to another episode of the Coach's Box. Call it like we see it. I am Zach McVeigh, and with me, as always, is the three stooges of Larry, Mo, and Curly. I'm sorry. That would be Chris, Jason, and Kevin. Fellas, how are we doing this evening?
Man, wow.
Zach got jokes.
Coming in hot.
About time you grew a sense of humor.
You're kidding.
Just trying to be inclusive.
Where's that been
right,
for all
Kevin?
these years?
Yeah. Now you're going to be inclusive.
You're going to be inclusive. Fellas, how we doing this evening? Doing all right?
Doing good. Yes.
Yeah, about as good as we can be. Oh. What season?
It's soccer season, guys.
Springtime.
What does that even mean?
Springtime?
It's a sport. It's the world's most popular sport. Way more popular than basketball.
The only thing good that the world's ever done is the metric system because it's by 10. And we still don't want to do it because we're America.
And promotion.
Okay, I'll take that back. The second best thing. That's it. The only things.
Yep.
The rest of it, no, it sucks. Well, I mean, Zach, we got any you got any news? You got anything to talk about? Anything happened recently?
Man, well, I mean, your headline, the tagline says the Big Ten era has arrived, and I guess it just doesn't mean more in the SEC anymore, because I think you are 100% correct. The Big Ten has said, SEC, step aside, hold my adult beverage, and we have taken over. Yeah.
No,
Zach won't even
SEC,
say beer.
The SEC is still much better at marketing than the Big Ten.
You think?
Yeah, the fact that there's like 37 teams in the Big Ten.
Well, first off, people in the Big Ten apparently can't count because there isn't even 10. Makes no sense.
It's
like the Pac-12. What do they got? 4 teams?
The Pac-12.
I mean,
look,
It's the big
I don't understand
multiple
this. You're a multiple of 10. Well, then how many teams are in it? 22?
I think 18.
I mean, it's not okay. That's not a multiple of 10.
18 plus Notre Dame and being Catholic.
When they
Still
want to
not
be.
a multiple of 10.
Counts as
Still
2.
not a multiple
That's
of 10.
20.
No, it doesn't. No. Kevin, I teach math. Okay?
Yeah.
I can say this.
Yeah, if that's what you call it, yes, you do.
I got too many jokes.
I don't know if you ever
that
sat in my class and observed. I didn't think so. Hey, go indoctrinate your kids, Jarvis. I don't want to hear it, okay? I can't indoctrinate my kids. I can't tell them that here math is going to change the way that you vote. No, can't do that. But it is messed up in the Big Ten. But
Yes.
back to what counts in life. I mean, look, UCLA, Big Ten, that's still just weird to me. But, I mean, how about not only do you have UCLA women's, the women winning the national championship, you have Michigan winning their first championship since 1989, and UCLA's women's first. They got a long way to go to catch the men. And then you top that off with what Indiana did. I mean, I hate saying this. Jim Powers not being on right now and me having this to say this. for the Big Ten right now, they are the best conference. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Their volleyball teams are better too. If we really want to take another step to another sport,
Oh my
SEC
God.
has baseball.
Shut up.
And
Jeez,
softball.
we got
What?
Jim Powers
Okay,
in
what?
here? My Lord.
They have baseball and
Well,
they have-
okay, use facts.
yeah.
Use facts. Go ahead, Jarvis.
Oh, I'm not. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anyone that sides with Powers on anything. I don't want them on the show. Can we fire you? I mean, you're the creator. I guess we can't. But Jim Powers
It's
can.
just, no. It's just like
Oh my
Roseanne. It's just
gosh.
like Roseanne. I mean, Roseanne's not. They just changed it to the Connors or something. We'll call it. We'll call it. I don't know, something.
Oh,
Hey, happy
well,
50th.
Hey.
yeah. Thank you, Darian. Monday was my 50th, and
Oh my gosh, he's
yeah.
reached a new decade.
that is old.
Come on,
It's-
show us the
And
AARP card.
according to TikTok, that means 66% of my life is over. That's depressing.
Well,
yeah.
everything's really on a downhill side right now.
Well, you say
I
Jarvis.
guess things are looking up for Terrelin.
I was gonna say Jarvis, though. In all reality, do you even remember 66% of your life, or is the CTE?
I'm
You know,
pretty
that-
sure. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know that it's CTE, Zach. We won't get into what it is, but now it may be CTE. Dylan swears that I have it, but yeah,
nice.
50 years old, man. That's oof. I feel it.
I mean, you said things are looking up. At some point, you are going to be looking up permanently. So that's, you'll always be saying I'm looking up.
Hey, back to what we said, what we off-air discussion. That's it. He is, man. He is the primo capital A right there.
He's just a bag full of
Yeah, he's
kittens
just
today.
off- Whatever. You guys are just sensitive. That's all there is
Oh,
to
here
it.
we go.
Let's
Where's
talk
my
about the
camera?
actual show topics. Come on. Enough about your feelings.
Oh,
Kevin, let's hear from you, because I want to hear Jarvis. He's all, I just don't want to hear it. Okay, since we're bringing factual information to the show here. Kevin, your thoughts?
It's win.
We'll talk when we talk about the games, and it was really one of the only Final Four games that were only close games Michigan played. Their previous four weren't they? They were all blowouts.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the coaching shenanigans probably took center stage during this Final Four more so than anything else. And I'm not even the headbutt from Hurley.
Yeah,
Hurley, the man of many faces. Anytime somebody did something, the hot dog vendor handed the hot dog with his left hand, and he had a different face for that. I was like, he very much took center stage on a lot of this, and intentionally or not intentionally, I don't know. I thought it took a little bit away from the games, but I thought that game was not as close as the 6-point deficit show.
Dude, I used to know a coach, and that he reminded me so much of Bob Hurley, and I won't ever say his name out loud on this show ever again, but there was a Bob Hurley. My gosh, dude, can you just coach? I mean, I had this argument with Robert Martucci the other day through text. Oh, Hurley's still the man. No, Hurley's annoying as all get out. He's the biggest DB around. My gosh. I mean, come on.
The biggest defensive back.
The
biggest defensive back, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
His antics just take away from his coaching. I mean, golly, it's just every call, everything.
Here's what I'll say about Hurley. You can like him, you can dislike him. You're pretty much not in the middle. There's probably just a little bit of people that are in the middle. But the one thing you can't argue with is results, and he wins. So at the end of the day,
he's a great coach.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, you can say that he wins. Dusty May won one more game than he did, and didn't have all of that stuff going on around him. He just coached that was on the floor, and it was really nice to see because his team was well prepared for everything that came their way all year.
Yeah.
They were fun to watch. Michigan
I mean,
was fun to watch.
It does help when you get 5 new kids to come in. This is the age of college basketball.
Well, it
it's like
wasn't the
blue
Fab
chip,
Five freshmen.
except they paid them above board, and they didn't have Neon. It was a big, tall Spanish kid, ironically
Maya.
from UCLA.
Mara,
it's Mara.
Mhm.
But I mean, they were fun to watch, and they're just tough, man. I mean, and I'll tell you what, I put in our group message. Man, the defense was on point though during that game. You can say what you want. Everybody complain about the officiating. If you want UConn to win, you probably hate the officiating. I just thought, like, listen, it's physical. They're not calling the best all the time, but at the same time, they're just kind of letting it go. And I'd rather see that than a bunch of ticky-tack fouls and guys can't play. It was a block party. It was a freaking block party, man. You're going to the rim. Somebody's going to try to block your shot. There was nobody getting out of the way worrying about getting postered. It was I'm going to challenge you at the rim. I love it. I freaking love it. I'm a guard,
dude,
and I love seeing guys try to get up there and just block a shot.
Dude, Lindenborg and how he could guard 1 through 5. I mean, he could guard anyone, and the way he could guard, dude, they switched almost everything, and he could just guard anyone. And the way he could guard it, and he's injured, and his knee, his ankle, I don't care. That dude can guard, man, and that just makes it.
Can he guard?
It just makes it so tough. Right? And I mean, it makes it tough on other teams when a guy like that's that height and that skilled, and offensively, what the guy can do, he can handle the ball, he can get underneath and make plays. I mean, the dude, he's a solid ball player, and I picked Michigan in one of my brackets at school at Herky and won, and they were just dominant, and kudos to Hurley, and even though I hate his antics, I mean, UConn played the game. The only way they could try to win that game was the way it was played. And they held Michigan down for most of that game,
Let me ask you guys. Oh, go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead.
Michigan was the deepest team in the Final Four, and probably in the country by far. I kept calling him Luxembourg. It wasn't right. He got hurt in that semifinal. He missed most of it, and you didn't even notice you didn't notice a difference in Michigan. Somebody else just stepped up in their place against a really, really good Arizona team. So
they whooped Arizona. I mean,
yeah, they're probably missing one of the best players in the country, and they took him out behind the tool shed and whooped the crap out of him.
So I have visions of going back to, I guess, 2019 or whatever, when the Blues won the Stanley Cup, when you guys talked about their style of play. Okay, don't know anything about it, but that style of play, when you guys talked about the forecheck, whatever the heck that means, but when you said they were being physical and they had to do all that, right? Is this going to be with Michigan? Did they change? Did they swing the pendulum, if you will, the other way? Instead of saying, hey, we're going to really focus on the three, is it our program's going to say, give us as many 7-footers as we can. Let's try and let's just dominate and be that physical. Because one of the things they talked about was that was probably a regular Tuesday night game for Michigan, as physical as the game was played, right? And it didn't really seem to affect them. And so is that what's going to happen, where teams are going to be like, we got to get size, we got to get height, and let's bring the game back to the bottom third?
I think that's going to depend on what the portal allows people to do.
Okay.
Because if they're not available in the portal, then they're not available. You just don't have it. Then they will shift to it. Michigan had the bodies to do it, So that's what they did this year. That stays around. If they got enough bodies to do it next year, they'll keep doing it. You're never going to find, you may never always find an abundance of that body type in order to do that up and down your roster.
I agree, Kevin. I think the portal just has so much to do with what college teams can do. And what I mean, you watching the portal, just it's crazy. I mean, Mizzou's going to be a totally different. I mean, you're just looking at all these teams and all these things that are happening already. It's like, wow. I mean, Michigan was 5 transfers started. It's the first time that's ever happened and won a title. Yeah, I don't know.
Chris, you're chomping at the bit. Go ahead.
Well, it's something that I noticed quite a bit because, and we've talked about the game of basketball being such a, everybody wants to shoot the three. And ever since, the Curry movement, as I like to allude to, I'm sure there's some kind of phenomenon with it, but everybody's shooting the three and analytics playing into it, and three's worth more than two.
Three's a layup.
Yeah, these teams are still shooting the three, but there has been a big swing in getting a post player who can score. I've seen more high-low action, men's and especially in the women's game. If you watch UCLA, it was let's go high-low all day long to the Betts girl. She's 6'7". There we go. Let's throw the ball into our biggest player, that girl from Texas. That's what they did with her. It's like you're gonna deny me the ball here. You got post players pointing to reverse the ball. That's how it used to be. Throw it back over there. I'm going to turn and seal. Throw me the ball here. They're on this side. I'm going to pin them, seal, score all day. Or I'm going to spin, seal them underneath the basket. You saw it all day long. The Reed kid who from Chaminade went to Link Academy, played UConn. In my opinion, they went away from him.
Yep. I agree.
And didn't establish him to try to attack Mara, and didn't get him in one-on-one situations, because Michigan, if you don't get a good seal and you throw the ball in, he's got to back someone down. Here comes a double, here comes the help, and they're going to block. So usually use the rim to protect. He's trying to use the rim. He's going to the other side with the other, here comes the help. They're trying to block it off. You got each side of the rim's getting blocked. So, but the game, it's like the inside, the high-low or the post player now is setting up the three-pointer, because if you can't get that, you get the defense to collapse. Here comes the kick, quick reverse. I mean, it's boom, boom, boom. Chris, that action.
And what have you always said?
I love it.
What have you always said statistically about shooting threes? Where do you get the best shooting type of percentage? What type of pass?
Inside out.
Yeah, it's got to be an inside-out
when you
three.
Don't have to turn your torso, and you catch the ball in rhythm and you go straight up. The tournament on both sides, men and women's, only proves all that, because that's the teams that can do that better. They're the ones who won. Michigan established inside presence. UCLA established inside presence. Even the teams in the Final Four had inside presence. Okay, Illinois, Arizona, they did. Okay, South Carolina beat UConn by going inside. This is how the teams are winning now. But you have to have skilled bigs. For the last however many years, you've had athletic bigs that they're going to pick and roll and go rebound.
Well, and then you want to be a stretch four.
Stretch four. Somebody like that, if you're just a big and you can't shoot, you're just going to roll the basket and be a rebounder. If you're the Caucasian, pasty white European guy, you're the pick and pop guy. Instead of having a guy who's just a bruiser who can use his body and post up. And now it's starting to come back around, like everything else. It's coming back around. So but the problem is, and you look at the guys who are doing this, they're transfers because they're grown men. You have a grown ass man in there posting up.
How old are they?
I don't know. They got, like Calipari said, already divorced, got a kid on the way. Already have one and a kid on the way or something. I don't know what he even said. It was hilarious, but that's who people are looking for. That's what you're looking for now. If you're a college basketball coach, I want that guy. I want that Reed kid because he's a fifth-year senior.
Now, time out, and let me ask you guys this: if that is the new norm at the Power Four, if you're going to still say maybe some of the mid majors, explain to me how that's going to trickle down to the high school athlete, because all we hear is no high school athletes getting recruited. This, that. Okay, you could only sustain that if you're going to say no high school athletes. You're only going to sustain that for maybe 2 or 3 cycles, and then there's no high school athletes. So where are they going? Where are the high school kids going if they're not the lottery type picks? Where are they playing to get the seasoning before they transfer?
They're going They're going a lot, and still going low Power Four. There's still spots available for high school because they still do have budgets that they have to abide by, and they're just not necessarily making as much money as they were before. But if you're looking at the 100+ on the recruit, you may be seeing them, if they want an opportunity to play, maybe they're going to the lower end of the Power Four, the group of 5, some mid-majors. They're going there, getting themselves some film, getting themselves some seasoning, hitting the portal, and then going somewhere else.
Do we think we're going to see more of the high school kid go to the JUCO, NAIA, D3, D2 route, and then by the time they do hit 21, 2021 or whatever, then they're making that jump, like Iowa, Iowa's coach, and how many, because because they were a lot of Missouri players from Iowa, and they kind of followed the coach. They followed with him on his journey. Is that something that you guys think, like, if you're a parent, you're a high school kid, and you're like, I want to go play college basketball, that's my route?
I think it depends, because the same thing happened with Schertz at SLU when a couple of those guys followed him from Indiana State. They're skilled players that maybe coming out of high school didn't have the opportunity to go the places they wanted to, or they'd have to go somewhere and sit, and they wanted to go somewhere and play. I think you're going to I think you're starting to see that cycle that way, where kids maybe are wanting to go more where they can play versus just chasing the D1. If that makes sense. So I think that's going to play.
Because you got to get film. I mean, you go back to, if you guys ever watched the docuseries, The Last Chance U, and those kids, whether it be a football or basketball, but I'm thinking on the basketball side, where they're trying to get that film and try and get recognized so they can move up to, like you said, to a mid-major Power Four type conference. I think that's kind of what you're looking at. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think it's going to be a tough go for all of those high school kids, but then again, they still are going to have to fill varsity spots. It's just a matter of, are you going to get playing time or not?
Well, the thing is if I'm a mid-major school, we've talked about this, and I can't remember exactly which coach was very open about when he recruits kids, that he's trying to keep them almost like a JUCO situation, where it's like, listen, I want to try to get you to a Power Four school. I want you to be able to hit the transfer portal and make money. You come here and play for me, we're going to win, and you're going to have that opportunity. And I think if you're a mid-major coach, you have to have that kind of recruiting mindset, that you can't go after all the big time, the blue chippers. I got to get some guys that maybe fly under the radar, convince them to come here if they fit my system, and say, listen, I want you for a couple years, get yourself recognized. When we make the tournament, you're on national TV. Everybody sees that you're a player. Now you have that opportunity. And then, hey, if I go somewhere, you can follow me, just like they did with McCollum. So it's an interesting world. I feel like the mid-majors have kind of become the JUCOs. For the JUCOs, for the kids who can make the grades or take underwater basket weaving, whatever.
Yeah.
Jarvis, what's your thoughts? You look like you're falling asleep.
No, I don't really have any thoughts on this.
Wow. Well, let me ask you something, Jason. What's your thoughts Yeah. What's your thoughts on the Geno Auriemma Dawn Staley little mix up at the post game after their
I
game?
can't
Go ahead. Let's
stand
hear
Don
some of those thoughts.
Staley, so I'm not a Don Staley fan at all. And so I wish Geno would have punched her. But
Oh, whoa.
Man.
just
Oh.
joking. You can't do that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not read one thing about it. Don't know a thing about it. Nope.
Well, Geno, I think, probably coming from a coach.
Geno apologized for it.
Yeah, well, I think Geno was probably told to apologize for it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. I don't even know exactly what happened. So
Geno was pissed about not getting a handshake at the proper time beforehand. He felt disrespected about it. I think he felt that it was Staley kind of showing him up a little bit by not abiding by that. Because there's pretty strict rules as to the timing of things. Apparently 30 minutes before tip-off, the coaches are supposed to meet at midcourt to shake hands. And while Staley did shake all the coaches' hands, it wasn't in the proper NCAA timeline. And then he wasn't happy about foul.
That's no surprise with her.
And then he wasn't happy about foul calls in one of the quarters. And then he made the comment that while she's on the other end of the court, just basically, I guess, if you curse at the officials, you don't get any fouls called, those types of things. So he was heated the whole game anyway. Part of me is he's like, I don't know that it's right. It's not the way I would handle it, but I'm not necessarily a confrontational person when I do that. But I probably would have done it in a tunnel, not out in the open floor. I don't know what I would have done there. But, you see Zach in, some JV game back in the late 2000s talking about how he does it. We're back underneath the bleachers at Grandview talking about how I thought he ran the score up on us, that type of thing. So,
there wasn't no thinking. There was lots of it, but that's
a view on our end.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a very good basketball coach, so I'm not winning many big games. So
I don't. Part of me thinks I think it was a deflection for the kids. Like they didn't win. So let me put that on me. The other part, and this is the maybe going down the rabbit hole. Is it a situation where he might feel threatened that, man, is my time up as being the dude? Because let's face it. I mean, Geno's synonymous with women's college basketball, and he's the man. And it's time passing him by. Like he's not as dominant as he was for decades, and it's getting tougher. He's only getting older, so maybe there's some of that is going with it. Because again, I mean, you're still getting good players, but you see the disparity between four to six teams and everybody else, even in the power conferences. So I don't know. Maybe
Zach,
they
lost one game. That was the only loss that they had. His time ain't passing by. He's still one of the best recruiters.
I understand.
What are you talking about? They're defending champs.
Zach, I probably think it's a little bit closer to your first one than anywhere near the second one.
Right.
Or he just got tired of seeing what other coaches were doing.
Right.
And he just didn't. He snapped in the moment. Who knows? So
I just think maybe he just doesn't like her like most people don't.
You think being both Philly people?
Dude, she is not very likable.
Who is he? Isn't or she isn't?
She's not. Are you kidding me?
I thought you said he.
No, she.
What? Well, look, they've both won national championships, and I think they both coach well and they both recruit well. He probably just didn't like how the game was being called. Well, okay, but still, some people like the way she coaches, and I'm sure some people like her. I don't know, but at the same time, I mean, I'm not a South Carolina fan. I've always been a Geno fan. So even Geno, even UConn, Tennessee, I can't stand UConn men's basketball program. I never did like Calhoun and the way he talked and all the other stuff. Talk about things I didn't like. I just didn't like him. Respected the players and the programs and the things that he was able to do, but UConn women, it's like they've always been the upper echelon for me. And if you had to pick, I was like, oh, I want UConn to win, beat Tennessee. So I've always liked Geno, and I like the way he coaches and just his mentality. And he probably got fed up with the referees, and it just boiled over because they were just getting pummeled and things aren't going their way, and you're kind of in quicksand. And I saw the between quarter interview, and I'm like, oh boy, he's about to blow his top, and he did. And he probably didn't like the fact that she's saying what she's saying on one end. And hey, that happened to me this year. And guess what happened? I got teed up. So did you say something? I couldn't even hear you.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
I was saying,
but anyway,
I was saying you could relate is what I was getting at. Yes.
Yeah, I can relate.
Carry on. Carry on.
I mean, I didn't say anything that was justified to get a technical, but also didn't say what he said
None
to
of your technicals
national
ever be
TV.
justified.
I've had a few of them that have not been.
Oh,
but
the
it
one
is what it is.
I can on the floor at Hergy, it was justified.
I'm gonna throw this idea before we go to break too here. Did you guys see what has happened to the University of Tennessee's women's basketball program?
She has no players.
She has none.
Oh, that one left also.
No, zero. She has none.
She kicked off Kim Caldwell, or she kicked off her best player before the season started. Her starting point guard, I think it was, quit right before the NCAA tournament. She basically had a mutiny on her hands, and they had a team meeting, and she had to change her playing style. She played she played the system where she would sub in 5 at a time for the better part of games.
Grinnell.
Yes, and
I know somebody ran that.
Yeah, and she but now she has 0 players. Her top 2 recruits also asked to be released from their letter of intent.
Mm-hmm. And that was a class. This freshman year's class, I think, was like number 2.
It was number 2 ranked class, and none of them are coming. She has no returning players. She has no incoming players.
Wait, and this is at like some school program that doesn't really have any history, right, Kevin?
Yeah, just one big statue out in front of the arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
That's it.
So
just one coach. Just one coach. That's all they've had. That was good. That's it.
Did they create their own death penalty?
I think their AD at some point. I think it just started. He literally, it's like the siege just looking around, goes, I don't know what to do with my hands. There's just too much going on right now. So, and then he just let it happen, and it's too late to call it back now at this point.
Well, I say that if everybody's gone,
I think we might have a basketball program.
So what I'm hearing, though, is that the transfer portal, there's going to be some vacancies over in Tennessee. So Rocky Top.
Unless the
AD, are they going to have like
if they can pick up a coach in the portal?
Are they going to have a campus tryout?
Oh man, this is going to be like Necessary Roughness, but for the women's college basketball version.
I want them to have a campus tryout. Hey, I'm going to call Jill. Jill, transfer to Tennessee.
There you go.
Jill, they are super. Jill, I know you ain't played in a year, and I know you've been partying and drinking and whatever.
Oh my God.
You take your academics and you go down there.
Take your talents down to
Hey,
they are desperate, girl.
Jason, do you even know what city in Tennessee that university is in?
No.
No.
Is it in Knoxville? I have no idea.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
What?
CT's a hell of a thing, guys.
Hey, I geography. I threw it out there, buddy. Come on.
Oh, It's only like 4 cities in Tennessee that matter.
It's one
I
of
mean,
them.
Nashville.
There's one.
And
That's
come on,
one.
you got 2.
Got one.
I'll give you Knoxville. You already have Knoxville. You have Knoxville. You have Nashville.
Hey, I got
Pick the other 2.
Knoxville. We got Nashville. Oh gosh, now you're really hurting me here. Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Wait a minute.
Tennessee.
Did he just say Tennessee?
No.
Come
There's
on.
one just.
We can't
there's
go to
one
commercial
just a
break till you
few-
get this.
You were going to
just
kick
a few
yourself
hours
in the face.
away.
What?
Few hours away has really good barbecue.
They have an NBA team.
Pretty good basketball team too. Yeah, they have an NBA
Yeah,
team.
do they?
Who is
Yeah.
it?
You got Ja?
Dude, I've had a long day.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Memphis.
here.
Oh, Memphis. Gosh. dang.
Memphis. And then and then here's the big tourist attraction, Chattanooga.
Oh, Chattanooga.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's literally the 4 cities in Tennessee that
Guys, you
matter.
don't understand.
The rest of them are just there.
Fort
It is
Knox,
8:30. I DoorDashed last night till 2 a.m. Dude, I am
2
I'm
a.m.
like, yes. And I'm gonna DoorDash tonight till probably about the same. So I don't want to hear about it.
What do you
Kevin,
wait?
would
Do
you
you
get
have the
the man-
old school
Kevin.
VHS and just play a video? Is that
No,
are
I
you watching
taught
the
today.
blue and the gray?
No, I taught
All
today,
my
dude.
classes be watching the blue and the gray today.
Would
No, I
somebody
thought-
get him some insure? Would somebody
No,
get him now that
called,
he's 50?
it's called Red Bull, bro. I taught.
Hey, when you get older, you don't need sleep, Zach. It's a scientific fact.
He's
So
he's
once
got to
he
get
gets
up.
to
He's got to
50,
get up to
it's like,
pee
I don't need
anyway.
it.
Is that what it is? He's up to
Yeah, I'm
pee
already
anyway.
up. I'm
Well,
up.
might as
I'm
well
up.
DoorDash.
I'm up.
No, dude. I mean,
So
I
hey,
mean,
I want to.
I'm not
I
kidding
wanna
you.
comment real quick on-
basketball season has been over. I've almost made my basketball salary already. Since basketball season's been over, I've already made my basketball salary. So I mean,
It's good, man. You didn't have to work half as much.
No, I didn't have to put up with your ass. So I mean, it's been good.
Yeah, that's true. That in itself, that's priceless. It's a MasterCard commercial.
He said that's priceless.
Yeah, I think it's,
Pigeon Forge,
It is.
Dollywood.
I-
I mean,
that's
come on
not
now.
even important. Okay,
That's
hey,
not
can I
even-
comment on
Are we
this?
still
What?
talking about
Jeez.
Tennessee? Gatlinburg?
Yeah,
I mean,
still.
Gatlinburg.
Pigeon
Whatever.
Forge.
All right, we're gonna go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Cardinals.
There you
Watch
go.
the coach's box, maybe.
All right.
I'm an action hero, and like in every epic chase scene, there's no way I'm getting away without hitting a fire hydrant. Or driving through a fruit stand. 1, 2. Looking good. Road closed? Not today. Get Allstate, because mayhem is everywhere.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to one.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. Check out Elite Collectibles, now at 2 locations. Our Arnold store focuses on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other trading cards plus tournaments. Our Imperial location offers a little mix of everything, including sports and trading cards for all collectors. And don't forget, we host consignment auctions every Tuesday. Stop by, hang out, and see what you can pull at Elite Collectibles, now with an Arnold location and an Imperial location. If you love sports at every level, there's only one place to be. Gateway Sports covers it all. Preps, college, and the pros. Real coverage, real voices, real passion for the game. From live shows to podcasts, Gateway Sports connects the region like nobody else. Proudly powered by First Form and Recalibrate.com. Visit gatewaysports.net. Every level, one gateway.
Back to the Box Call, like we see a podcast. If you are watching our show, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it, comment. We're fine with that. And you're probably watching it on Facebook, YouTube, or on X. And if you're on Twitch, I don't know. I've never watched this on Twitch, so kudos to you for being one of those people, I guess, that would do that. But it's all free. We just want to make sure that you're enjoying it. And if you're listening to it in your car on Apple or Spotify, you're doing that for free too. And don't wreck. When you hear something that is probably terrible, just make sure that you keep both hands on the wheel, pay attention, and, 2 and 10. So our next subject to discuss is those St. Louis Cardinals, who, they've had some rough times, for the last couple years. What's your thoughts on this season as it starts out? There's been some surprises. There's been some extreme disappointment. I'll just say the bullpen, who can't get anybody out, and It's an interesting year. I'm kind of wanting to see more of a sample size, but what's our thoughts on the Cardinals as they are right now? And Kevin, I'm going to start with you instead of Zach, because I know Zach always has an opinion, but just because I want to mess with Zach. Kevin, you're up.
I've been impressed offensively with the lineup. I think J.J. Weatherholt has been really, really good. I think Jordan Walker has been really, really good as well. He's tied for the league lead in home runs with 5 throughout the season. I'm still uncertain as to what they're doing in left field. Is it Church? Is it Sajasi? Is it some other guy they pulled off the street somewhere? Urias? I don't know. Name some guy who all looks the same as the others. Fermin? I don't know. But outside of that, I don't know. 1, 2, and 3 starters I think have been pretty good. I'm talking Liberatore. I'm drawing McGreevy, and I think Palante has been pretty good in his starts as well. The 4 and 5 starters have not been very good, and the bullpen has been downright high school JV atrocious. And it's not going to go well. Now, they're still on pace to win 91 games. I'm just saying.
Stop.
Yep. Hey, Kevin, I'm not good at math.
I've been doing this for 3 years now. It's going to happen eventually.
Hey, have we gone even 10% of the season yet?
I don't know.
No.
That'd be 16 games, so no.
I know it's so no.
No.
I like your optimism. Jarvis, go ahead.
Jordan Walker's been awesome. If you look at his numbers compared to Atani's, they are right there.
Atani.
Yeah.
Is that the singer? Is that the singer?
Oh,
from the 90s.
I don't care. I don't.
Shanti. I'm sorry.
Hey, guess what? I'm not great English. Great in English. All right, but
neither is Atani.
Okay, Atani, whatever his name is, I don't give a crap.
Not good at math either.
No, you're not. You teach it. But anyway, so
Otani's not good. Never mind. Forget it. Move on.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He should have been suspended. I'm sure he was the one anyway. But the MLB wasn't going to do that. So anyway, his numbers have been awesome. He's been great. JJ, awesome. I mean, the outfield is, other than Walker, I mean, Scott and Church are, I don't know. I'm not sold on those two.
Victor Scott, you're not sold yet?
I don't expect a lot out of Scott other than to play good defense and get on base more.
Get on base
more than he did last year. But outside of that, I don't expect him to be a 300 hitter. If he hits 240, I'm okay with it.
His only bad stat, in my opinion, now again he's in the 9-hole, but the only bad stat, he has yet to draw a walk. So that is like that. Hey, JJ obviously is leading off, but Victor Scott, I think, is Willie Mays Hayes, right? Like, get on base. Do what you got to do to get on base. And whether that's
I'm just not. I mean,
I tell you who, and you said Walker, and I heard this on the radio, and I think maybe with Mo gone, there's a sigh of relief, but they did say this, and it made me question. Did they stay in rebuild so long or retool so long because they were expecting Walker and Gorman to perform and they just never reached that expectation level? And so they couldn't go about maybe getting other dudes that they wanted. Who knows? But I mean, the fact that Walker's playing as well as he is, and the guy that I'm really liking too is Burleson. I mean, heck, he's got
this
10.
Guy never let me finish. Look at him.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I acquiesce back to you.
It's your fault.
Anybody acquiesce? Remember, there you go.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Go back. That's probably like around episode 150s. Go ahead.
I was going to agree with Chris. Our relief staff has not been very good. Our starters have been, whoa.
Where'd he go? Where'd it happen? Oh, there he is.
Hi, Jason.
What the heck just happened?
I don't know.
Did you all see
just
that?
continue? It's okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we did.
Our relief staff hadn't been that great. Our starters have been so-so. Liberatore, I've liked what he's done pretty much. Our catching, I don't know. Just put Herrera back there and be done with it. I don't know. Pajes, he's a backup, man. He's not a starting catcher. Right. He's just not. The other two are not starting catchers. So if we're gonna put Herrera at starting catcher, just put him there. They showed the numbers the other day when I was watching the game. He's been pretty solid there. If we've decided he's a catcher, just put him there and be done with it. And then put someone else at that DH, or go out and get someone else and put him at that DH, or bring up. I don't know what's the guy that was raking at spring training doing at Memphis. I haven't even looked.
I was gonna say they've got
Jimmy
like
Crooks.
3 dudes. Yeah, 3
Or
dudes.
no, it's not Crooks. Crooks is hitting.
By Velasquez.
Yeah, what's he doing? I haven't looked.
Well, they've got 3 guys that I think are pretty big studs at the catching position in the farm system at different levels.
They're afraid to bring up anybody like Velasquez or anything else because he's not on the 40-man, which means they'd have to drop someone from the 40-man. And Bob Jones.
There's got to be a pitcher that's crappy enough to drop. So bring him up.
Yeah, that's the whole bullpen, the major league.
That's
bullpen.
what I'm saying. Yeah. So I mean, but we can't complain at how they're playing with our $40-something million roster.
I mean, we can. It doesn't make a lot of sense for us to do it. I will say this: I'm still not a fan of the way Ollie manages a game, but that's neither here nor there. Because for the foreseeable future, he will be the manager.
Yeah,
I think Urias was a good pickup. For him. I think
him.
he's very underrated. I think they got to. I agree. They got to either put Herrera behind the plate or let him DH, but then you have to decide what you're going to do with either the catcher position, the DH, or the outfield. And I think you could probably flip somebody and figure it out, because right now Church is hitting 143, Pegas is hitting 182, Pozo hasn't gotten a hit yet in 3 games. Fermin hasn't gotten a hit. Yeah,
he's
0 for 7. Fermin's
Get
0 for
rid of
2.
Fermin. I'm so sick of Fermin. I'm not a Fermin.
Well,
Why?
he's on the 40-man, and they don't want to. I mean, he can play probably 7 positions. So that's one of the reasons they keep guys. I'm just saying. Dustin May, I think it's time for him to go because I wasn't sold on him.
2 stars.
I don't give a shit. He's a 15-run ERA. Okay, and
$12 million. 12 million is the 12 ERA. Oh my gosh.
Hey, he's making over $1 million for every run he's already given up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, $13 million and for 13 earned runs.
There you go.
Okay, in 2 games. Zach, you're right. He's started 2 games in 7 innings. He has given up
like Dylan right
17
now.
hits.
Every time he pitches, he sucks.
17 hits.
He's terrible.
17 hits. 13 runs.
So you're saying he doesn't have a lot of
what
swing and miss stuff. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm saying when they swing, they don't miss very often. I mean, it's
they
unreal.
swing, they don't miss.
Yeah.
Right,
so swing and miss is not a thing. No,
go ahead.
I'm not done. You had your time. It's my time.
When did I have my time?
Well, you interrupted half my time.
That's what I'm saying.
You interrupt Jason. So there you go. That Sevenson, or however you say his name, he's terrible too. He's been a disappointment. Grisefo's actually been okay. I think we should probably use him a little bit more. Soriano's okay. Stanik's terrible. But in the other Justin something or other, right?
Let me give you the bright spot of
let's have the sunshine and rainbows and lollipops.
Come on,
Romero's
rainbows and everyone.
Riley O'Brien.
Yes,
Closer.
He's been good.
Yep.
0 ERA, 3 saves,
Yep.
7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 1 run and wasn't earned. That is the bright spot. Watching him the other day, I thought, okay, we got a closer, at least somebody that I think can handle that position.
And Romero has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, JJ's been pretty good too. So,
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you can't ride those guys because their arms are going to fall off, and that's what'll happen because it'll be the Mike Matheny bullpen. It'll be the same way that what's his face did it. We're going to run those guys in the ground, and they'll be terrible.
Bowman,
yep, Matt Bowman. There's one.
Oh man, we ran that dude
name.
to the ground. We ran him to the ground. Matt Bowman.
You can't run those guys out there for 90 games, but you're going to have to if you want to even be remotely close to winning. Those two have already pitched 6 games. All right, so they've played 11.
Mm-hmm.
So over half the games they're in there. So 162 games, they're going to pitch 80 games. Here it comes.
Well,
so
yeah, but if you're a closer,
you're
always in tight ball games. That's your role. That's your job. And I'm not saying you can go 3 in a row, but you ought to be able to go 2 in a row.
It's also why you've never seen anybody with 80 saves on a season.
I didn't hear that.
There you go.
That's why you've never seen anybody with 80 saves in a season because they're not going to throw 80 games.
Right.
I think what's the highest? Like 60 saves, maybe?
63, 62 saves.
Yeah.
62 or 63.
That's high end. I mean,
that's high end.
Yeah. So and they're gonna listen when you get to 80 games that you're pitching, you better be like a starting pitcher who's getting, spot starts and then he's been stretched out at least. You can't take a guy who's just a plain old reliever and throw him out there and say, okay, go get us 95. Like, okay, guess what's going to happen? You need to trade him. He's like a racehorse that's been running to the ground. Trade him while he has some value. Go ahead and get some fertilizer back for him because all he's worth is glue. Yeah, that's it. So he's going to be toast. Walker, to me, I'm so glad that he's playing well. I hope it continues for a number of reasons. I think he got done so dirty by the management, by everybody in the front office when he got called up and then he's sent back, and it's like, change what you're doing. It's like, just be you, man. And I hope that's what they're telling him, and that's what hope he continues that. And I hope he continues doing it, because then his cards go up, and then I don't feel like I lost money in the long run.
Well, not to interrupt,
there.
but they also changed his whole position, and people act like that's not a big deal. That is a big deal. You went from being a third baseman to being an outfielder, and I don't care what anyone says. It's just like, oh, it's easy to play first base. No, it's not.
Right.
It's not. And
tell him, Wash.
Yeah, and everyone wants to forget he's became a decent outfielder too. He's got a
and he's young, and he's young.
Got a freaking cannon out there, and that was a big deal too. He's dealing with all of that, learning to play the outfield, reading the fly ball. I mean, it's not always. I used to try to play outfield in softball, and I sucked. I was the catcher.
There you go.
Let
me ask you this. In the perfect world, what's Walker's ceiling for the season? And then let me also throw this out. What do you think Gorman's ceiling is for the season, and what's successful?
Walker is currently hitting 300 with 5 home runs in 12 games. He can be a 300 hitter with 30 bombs.
I agree. I think he could be around 300 or 280
and
30 bombs
and 11 RBIs. He could be, his ceiling is a 300 plus hitter, a 30 to 35 home run, 100 plus RBI guy.
It just looks, watching the game the other day, after the home run, he had the hit, or the at bat after the home run was a loud out to center field, out to like right center. I don't remember seeing a lot of those type of contacts.
The ball sounds so different off his bat right now. It sounds like, I'm not comparing him to Pujols, but it sounds, it's similar to the way it sounded off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it hit that bat.
Well, he's only 23, guys. That's the other thing.
Yeah. No, he's 24.
Okay.
He's 24.
Well, still young. In baseball, in the baseball world, he's played since he was 21, 22 years old. You've got a solid young core of players that you have a lot of cost control. Burleson is him and Pagas are the oldest ones that are everyday starters at 27 years old. Weatherholt 23, Wynn's 20. Wynn hasn't even hit very well yet, even though his on-base percentage is 300. So, he's getting on base, but he's only batting $176. Gorman is still young, and he's 243. I think as long as you have other people and Gorman doesn't have to produce, he's a guy that can give you some power. He's a left-handed bat. And then if you just don't mess with these guys and you just let them play and have fun. I hate saying it like that because it goes against probably everything I ever do in coaching. But I think these guys could be okay.
I think
I was going to say,
let them do their thing.
I think that's the value to having like Fermin around is you don't have to play him. He can just sit there for weeks on end, and you can let these other guys.
Okay, then why we got to keep playing JC?
Because it's either him or
he's hitting 240 and he's got a 345 on base percentage.
Okay, but
he gets on base.
Leave Gorman out there.
I agree with that.
So what's Gorman's ceiling then?
Okay, here's what you have to do with Gorman. If you really want to play Gorman all the time, you have to put Herrera behind the plate and let Gorman just be the DH, puts the JC at third, and just say, that's what we're going to do. And be done with it. You decide if you want Pagas or Pozo, and then you get rid of or trade or flip for a bullpen piece and just say, this is our lineup. I would say that you would find out much more about Nolan
Why can't
Gorman if they
play
stop letting Gorman have to sit against lefties.
Mhm.
He's a baseball player, for the love of God. Do you think he's any good, or do you think he's one of these platoon guys? That's what you're going to decide. I don't know if they're doing that for arbitration reasons or something, but I want to play him as much as I can because I want the 30 bombs. I want Gorman to have 30 bombs.
Yes,
There's no
30
reason
bombs.
for me to have him if he's not. If you're not going to play him, and this would be different. If he's right-handed, you play him every day. But he's left-handed. Oh, God, no. He's left-handed. He's closer to first base. So it's great for the big guy. He gets there quicker than people who are right-handed at the same size. Why in the hell are we so worried about that whole thing? Think about it. Think about how many lefties never get to hit against left-handed pitchers, but righties, they hit against right-handed pitchers. Ooh, it's stupid. Just let the damn guy play. It's okay. He's seen left-handed pitching before.
That's what I was saying about why we putting Segay whatever in for him. And Whaley, you are correct. Jarvis always has the best taste. You are exactly correct.
God.
That might be one of the best comments we've had in the last 25 to 35 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's exactly what we need. I don't like the way that's
my dog.
So you could theoretically get a 20-something Schwarber in Gorman. Okay, if he doesn't,
I would love that. I would love that.
I would take half a Schwarber.
Right? I mean, just say get a better presence. get a better presence in the box. You know, Schwarber is going to see a lot of pitches. If Gorman could replicate that could be a niche for him in the pros. And then when Chris says just DH him, okay, you don't think if he could grow into that niche, would that not extend his pro career 7-8 years? Okay, great. I mean, now I'm in my late 30s, early 40s. I don't have to work at Walmart, and I get to still show up and play baseball and hit home runs. Like,
I mean, he right now he can play second and third. I think he could play first. If he can play second, he can probably play first.
He played first a couple of innings last year, even.
Yeah. Well, why not work him in and have him DH, put Herrera behind the plate? Again, Pegas is not like some kind of defensive, wonder kid or something where he's great behind the plate. I'm not even sure why he's on the team. I would play Pozo before I would play Pegas. He's terrible. But I'm whatever. I'm that guy. I'm negative. But I want Herrera to play. His bat has to play. I know he's not hit the ball very well. He still gets on base. He has good at bats.
Let him play. 400 on base percentage. Yeah.
He's one of our best hitters, period.
Herrera is.
Yeah.
But you've got to let go. You got to let Gorman. Gorman is slugging 405. He has to play
in the lineup. I just hate when I'm with you. I just hate when, oh my God, it's a lefty. He has to be out. No, BS. Just leave him in. Leave him alone. Leave him in.
Okay. Now, listen, if we're talking about I'm going to name drop here. If we're talking about Jamie Moyer, who's going to go 7 1/3, and you're going to see the worst curveballs of all time that there's no way you can hit because they're so slow they don't register on the gun, and you have Nolan Gorman, he can't play. That's fine. But these guys are going to go 4 1/3. So half the game, what are you going to do? You're going to waste the guy to bring in for him? You know what I'm saying? Okay, we want Gorman now to come off the bench.
2 at-bats most.
I want him to see, just let him play. And if you need to sub for defense, you can sub for defense because it's like, okay, we'll put JC. He's better at second than Gorman is, or third, or wherever. That would make sense. If the game is in hand or we are winning, then you do that. These are those decisions that I'm over here going, why, for the love of God, is he not in there? This guy is not going to go 5. If he goes 6, great. But he might accidentally walk into 1. Because Walker's hitting the ball. These guys in front are hitting the ball. So what's he going to see? Fastball.
And you could still put him down in the 8 or 9 hole against the lefties if the guy's only going to go 3 innings anyway, you may not. He might only get one at bat. He might only get against that starting left-handed pitcher when you put him down 8-9 hole. And again, if he's only going.
This? No, how about this? How about play chess and be thinking I'm going to have Gorman down there. We're getting in a situation in the middle innings. Do you go ahead and go to your bullpen because Gorman's coming up? Okay, he's seen him a couple times. All right, I'm going to bring in another lefty. So you make him go to the bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make you go to the bullpen for him.
Now here you
that
are
would make more
sense
to me.
I know.
Yep. But that's I don't get it. I don't like. I understand. I used to get mad at LaRussa and how they did the splits and all that stuff, and like Trevor Miller, whatever that guy's name. It was Miller.
Yeah,
he
the
was
tall
lefty.
lefty. Tall lefty.
Yeah, I bring him in for one batter. But before they did the three batter minimum.
Oh yeah.
One guy. I'm like, you just burned him for one. Why?
Or even go back to Steve Klein.
Yeah.
Same
why
thing.
why not just let him eat? I mean, they gotta have a 3. Yeah, just it's fine. It's not a big deal. Final quick thoughts, and then we're gonna go to break. We come back, we're gonna talk about some more baseball, but go ahead. Last thoughts. Go ahead.
Pleasantly surprised so far.
I'm super impressed with them so far.
I've been really happy with the Cardinals so far.
Now, if you want me to give the hashtag realistic, hashtag realism, they don't have the book out on all these young guys yet. Let's see how they're doing in July when the book's out on them. So they have to win a lot now. They have to.
And then once September rolls around, hashtag 91 wins.
So negative Nelly.
Hashtag realistic.
80. That's their ceiling. 80 is the ceiling.
81.
If they don't make any moves, if they stay healthy and they don't make any moves, 80 is the ceiling. If they make moves, that pushes. Got to move.
Kevin, I'm with you. 91.
Keep coming around.
Keep
coming around.
Bandwagon jumper.
91.
All right, we come back. We're going to talk about the automated balls and strike system because I know Zach wants to talk about it. You're watching Coach's Box. Right back.
I'm a big rock. And while you're down there posing for pictures, I'm seeing the bigger picture from up here. And this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. Photo bomb! And if you don't have the right insurance, this could really flatten your savings.
Awesome.
So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
On average, heating and cooling account for around 40% of your energy bills. Introducing the efficient Daikin Fit, a revolutionary HVAC system for ducted homes. While other units use considerable energy turning on and off, the Daikin Fit saves energy through consistent comfort control. It's the perfect fit for homes like yours. See the difference. Feel the benefits. Daikin Fit.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. Check out Elite Collectibles, now at 2 locations. Our Arnold store focuses on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other trading cards plus tournaments. Our Imperial location offers a little mix of everything, including sports and trading cards for all collectors. And don't forget, we host consignment auctions every Tuesday. Stop by, hang out, and see what you can pull at Elite Collectibles, now with an Arnold location and an Imperial location. If you love sports at every level, there's only one place to be. Gateway Sports covers it all. Preps, college, and the pros. Real coverage, real voices, real passion for the game. From live shows to podcasts, Gateway Sports connects the region like nobody else. Proudly powered by First Form and Recalibrate.com. Visit gatewaysports.net. Every level, one gateway.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like See It podcast. Welcome back, everybody but Jarvis, who I guess he had to, go tinkle or something.
Well,
anyway,
when you're 50, that happens. So.
Yeah, I hear sometimes when things are older, the plumbing doesn't work nearly as well, like houses. But anyway. We appreciate all of the people who are tuning into our show. If you missed any of our last segments, you can go back and watch them on YouTube, on X, on Facebook until they delete them because Zuckerberg apparently doesn't have a data center big enough to hold our videos. But you can all watch all those for free. Well, I mean, if you're in Festus, you'll have some pretty soon. It's all fun and games here. I'm just poking the bear. Sorry. You guys living in the, in the big town of Festus. Were you at that meeting? Were you guys there? Did you go to the high school?
Well, that data center's already created 4 new jobs in the town.
Well, we know Kevin stands on this.
That is awesome, Kevin. That is so good. You don't understand how good that is. That's awesome.
I know. I saw it. Yesterday was election day. I saw. Anyway, but we are still talking about baseball, and this has been Zach's dream for however long we've had this show, and Zach's been on it. When we talk about baseball umpiring and Major League Baseball, and we've had a number of umpires that we've discussed, and they're very poor. They don't do their job very well. And ABS here, Zach.
I've never said that.
No, I'm talking about umpires in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, MLB umpires, people we don't know, Jason, they're terrible. Some of them, especially more than others. A couple of them who don't do it anymore. One of them still does it.
I'm assuming not for long.
Since not for long. Zach, this is your baby. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Tell me what your thoughts about the ABS system.
I absolutely love the ABS system. Finally, it doesn't have all the kinks worked out yet, just because of you only get so many challenges, and if you're wrong, then you use them up, kind of like football, kind of like NFL. But I absolutely love that at least there is a little bit more accountability when it comes to, we have the technology, we're using it, it's fixing the game. Only takes, 15, 20 seconds. Everybody gets to see right, wrong. What I also think is hilarious is that you have former officials that are coming out on social media saying, "Oh, I feel so bad for the guys." No, it's one thing if you're missing by a fraction. This is your job. This is your job. That's your livelihood. You are an MLB umpire. You went to school, umpiring school, and you've worked your way up to be an MLB umpire. No, do your job. And some of these spots that are missing by, more than 6+ inches, almost a foot sometimes, it's come on now. So I absolutely love it. I hope they continue. I hope it grows and just continues to maybe even go out into the field, the different, field umpires as well, and make again, if your job's on the line. And Kevin messaged in our group chat talking about Matt Carpenter. Don't you think Matt Carpenter would have loved having ABS in his career? As good of an eye as he would have had, he might still be playing. Heck, he might. Who knows? He might be. Who knows what his career would end up if he would have had ABS?
God.
Huh?
Zach, if you're this happy about just 2 challenges a game, I can't wait to see what you look like when they go full robot umpire, light up bases. If you're safe, it lights up green. If you're out, it lights up red, and it just lets you know that it full robot umpire.
Hey, Extend it to when money's on the line and livelihoods are on the line, then do it.
Normally,
Then absolutely do it. If you mean to tell me the subjectivity of a guy that can't do his job is going to potentially cost me and my family millions upon millions of dollars, or it's going to cost me a change in my career path because that some other guy can't do his job right, no. Nope.
My comment to this has already trickled. Normally it takes time, but this has already trickled into the high school game because an email went out to baseball coaches and assistant ADs for technical reasons. I'm still listed as an assistant AD, saying that they are now constituting when batters will tap their helmet if a pitch is off the plate called a strike and they don't agree with it. That's an automatic, I don't know if it's an automatic ejection, but it's an unsportsmanlike conduct. Because hitters, it balls off, it's off the plate. It's called a strike. Some batters are instantly just doing one of those numbers.
Oh my gosh!
And the umpires are being told to.
Oh my gosh!
So
again, at the high school level, the kids laugh at them.
Oh, come on! Can't do that. You give them a warning, and then say, "Okay, you do it again. You're gone."
Do it again.
And if the kid, and that's the other thing, right?
And that might be the process. That might be I can't remember what I exactly read. Listen, don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore.
Right. Okay.
Now,
let's think of the kids.
You gotta have a little thicker skin.
Yes. Thank you.
But,
and here's the thing. Think about the kids, right? Think about some of the different kids and characters that we have. Think about those guys that are kind of class clowns. I know there's several that I can think off the top of my head. If they had a great relationship with the umpire and they did something like that as a joke, I mean, I could see tons of umpires laughing and getting a kick out of it. It's all in how you present it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, like you said, Jarvis, grow some thick skin.
Listen, you know who has to have some thick skin? Oh, our boy CB Buckner. If you didn't know, he called. He was behind the plate back on March 28th for the Cincinnati-Boston game. Does anybody know how many? Without looking it up, don't cheat.
It was
how
bad.
How many
like
challenge
strike
calls? How many? No,
it was a lot.
Many.
I don't know. I know there was like 2 in a row.
I know he had like was it a game? He had like 19 missed calls in that game, but 8 were challenged.
Yes.
Well, so 8 were challenged, 6 were overturned, and 2 of them were in a row. Total run impact was 5. I'm reading this on scorecards.
There you go.
These are great, by the way. But yeah, accuracy above expected, negative 5.4.
Are you kidding me?
That's a percent.
Hey, how about his call that he missed when he was on first base? And did you see that? Well, this was just a couple nights ago.
Yes.
He wasn't even looking at the base, called a guy out. I don't even know if they actually even threw the ball to first base. Like the runner had already passed. And so again, as a coach, you got to challenge that. You're that bad at your job. I have to challenge that. Like, and even the announcers are going off on him. He wasn't even looking at the base.
So how about this? Even in the same game that he had all those overturned calls, Alex Cora was ejected for arguing a check swing call. It's like everybody knows he's not great. And when and here's the thing, most guys, most officials will probably tell you there's days where they didn't call a good game. And so you're off a little bit, or man, I'm really on it. I'm calling a great game. You know, and it's there's a line where people are here's your level of consistency as an official or an umpire. And you're either above it or you're a little bit below it. When CB Buckner is on when he's not on, he is so bad. Like he drops below the Mendoza line.
The B stands for basement. We got to figure out.
He's in the ground 6 foot deep. He is so bad So bad at what he does. He's like Angel Hernandez. He's just as bad as him.
Right?
He's like, listen, I will carry the torch for you. You're gone. I got you, man. I got you.
Imagine Angel Hernandez in the ABS era.
Right?
Oh.
Hey, so two things. Either one, they need promotion relegation. Okay. Or they just need to be
for what, umpires?
Yes, for umpires.
It's called hired and fired at that point.
Okay, thank you. But because of the union, they can't do that. Or two, how about this? Hey, you know what? You got to make the players and the coaches talk after the game. Why not? So how about CB Buckner? Let's have an interview with you after that game. Hey, tell us why you suck at your job. You know what I mean? Let's have an interview with all these guys, put you on the media.
Let's go over your report card, your umpire report card.
Yeah, yeah. What's wrong with that? Why can't we do that?
Well, because someone's feelings would get hurt.
Oh, grow up. Like Jarvis said, get some thick skin.
I'm only here because if I'm not, I'd be fined. I mean, you know.
No, you gotta get the
You're
quote
making
right.
6 figures.
I'm only
You're
here so
making
I don't
6
get
figures
fined.
as a
Whatever, you know what I
major league
mean.
umpire.
My God, I'm sick of you guys picking on me. I'm out of here.
Easy, Jim.
I was waiting for somebody. I was waiting for somebody.
Hey, rip on me like 13 or 14 more times. I'm out of here.
I was waiting
I
for
am
that.
so glad that it wasn't me that called Jim out there. Just saying.
I love Jim. Jim knows I'm just giving him a hard time anyway.
Right?
Oh,
Got thick skin, Jason. Just saying.
If I said it, he'd be out of the chat group. We'd be gone. It'd be all.
You say it all the time.
I was gonna say you do say it 13 or 14 more times.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. You met that quota.
Grow some thicker skin, Jason.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope it continues. It's good. It's good for the game, man.
I do like the challenge system, even though I know that it's not fully implemented and there's kinks in it. But like even tennis, when they argue if the ball, I agree it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I was curious how it would look, and I think it looks great. It looks fine on MLB The Show. So I'm not very good at challenging on there, by the way, just so you know.
If they
I apparently don't have a very good eye.
If they wanted to speed it up even further, don't even like, you don't have to show the replay and the scene on a video board anywhere. Just ball strike up on the screen, and then just move on from there.
Well, and that's part for the viewers,
we're an evidence
because it's all
society.
entertainment. Yeah, it's entertainment. I mean, getting to see and then getting to cheer and jeer, the umpire. I mean, that's part of, again, major league umpires. You're in the entertainment business. So you know what? As Jason said, grow some thick skin, own it that you didn't do a very good job, and say, you know what? You're going to have 30,000 people boo at you, but you're still collecting your 6-figure check. So move on. Get better. Hold on. As Mo Sports says, be better.
You got to be like Leslie Nielsen in The Naked Gun. You're there for entertainment.
That's what
you're there
Enrico
for.
Palazzo.
Enrico Palazzo. I was trying to remember what it is. It's Enrico Palazzo. Such a good movie.
Hey,
such a good movie.
I know this isn't on the agenda, but I'm putting it on there right now. How about Mizzou, Ant Robinson leaving, and T.O. Barrett leaving?
There's three. I think I saw 3 guys today. Like there's 3 total that have left so far.
Three total so far.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the portal.
Well,
it's the way it is.
Well, I mean, it's just, a lot of people are harping on Gates. Some people calling for Gates' head. 3 out of 4 years we've been in the tournament. I mean,
right.
I'm a Gates fan. Me and Chris. I mean, I've heard Chris say he's a Gates fan. I mean, I've heard him talk. The last 3 years at our clinic. I mean, I think he's a great motivator. He's a player's coach. The all of his players seem to love him even when they leave. And so it's like so weird.
The Barrett thing, I think he had a conversation with
I
him.
did not think T.O. Barrett was going to leave. So, I mean, was that a conversation because Crow's coming in and writing on the wall? I mean, I don't know. I'm like, man, they're really going to have to hit the portal.
Do you think there ought to be a clause for all this transfer portal stuff? If they don't
Yes.
get picked up, they could have a walk of shame clause where they got to come back and say, so about that.
Well, so the football portal closed. Like they had a spring portal at one point, but there's still like 1,200 football players still without a place to go.
Well, the XFL's looking for players. So,
well, I
or
mean,
UFL or whatever it's called now.
Yeah, I'm just the way that it's set up and the way that some of these kids are, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, some of these kids are going out and then they're like you said, Kevin, they don't have anywhere to go. They think they're going to get out there and they're going to go somewhere, and then they're, oh crap.
I just would like to know what's the system for them. Like, is somebody feeding them lies to say, "Oh man, hey, you know what? You got all this interest from all these schools," or is it? This is going to sound really bad. Is it a matter of like, hey, you got all these other guys that are the first one to make a confession gets the best deal, right? First one that's gonna. So is it the same way? Like, hey, you better go sign your name on the dotted line, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
There are a lot. This thing really got muddied when they allowed agents into the room with them, and they don't even have to be certified agents in the NCAA. It can be Uncle Joe who just says, "I'm your agent," who has no training, nothing, whatever, doesn't know how any of this works, and he's just like, "Hey, you had a good year. You need to go make your bag. Make your bag. Go get your money somewhere." And then you get out there, and there's no money to be had.
Right.
And you had a really good deal at school A that you were just at that is now off the table. But because Uncle Joe said you can get more money, you went and got more money. So it's really in a lot. I'm not saying it's every instance, because sometimes these kids transfer because it's not a good fit. Right. Coaches changes, things like that. That happens. Shame on whoever was helping them make that decision in the first place. But sometimes things change. But in a lot of instances, these kids get bad advice from the wrong people in these situations. This could be a really simple fix in a lot of instances if the NCAA would require certified agents in order to say that you're representing someone.
Yeah, could you do that? Could you also? This sounds really goofy, but like, is it a situation where they could say, "Look, there's this database, and you're going to put your name into this database, and coaches are gonna go through, and you're gonna see what interest you have." And do you put rules and regulations on the coaches and the programs to say, all right, you're looking for a middle linebacker, you only get so many communiques with the line, however many positions or what, instead of saying, hey,
exactly.
Right. I don't know.
Then you go under the table. Then you go under the table and you reach out to them, you tamper.
Yeah.
You're back to what we used to do.
Well,
I'm just wondering, I think TOA and Ant both are going to land somewhere. I don't know. I just like, man, it's just.
We're in a world where college basketball and college football are built on the transfer portal now. It's happened. It's done. We're in that mode. So here's what you have to do. You have to regulate it some way. I don't like that our president wanted to do it, because I think there's other pressing matters. It's just because the NCAA doesn't want to do it. They don't want to. I don't know if it's sustainable as it is. I do think if they would say you can only transfer a certain amount of times, that's how it needs to be. When you break these contracts or whatever, then there's something that has to happen, whether it's a fine, suspension, whatever. You can leave a school if your coach leaves. I think that's fine. In that situation, that allows you to buy out your contract. And you have to treat it again, at some point, you have to treat it like professional sports because they're getting paid. I'm sorry. I listened to Jay Billis. I understand where he's coming from, and he's a very smart guy and probably smarter than I am. I just disagree with the fact that it's not a level of professional sports because someone is paying you to play. They're not paying you to be a student. Let's be real here. They're not. They're paying you to play a game.
No. Yeah.
Which makes it professional. As soon as you start paying someone for services and you are openly paying someone for services, and that's all on the table of what you're paying them, then it's professional.
It's a job.
Sorry, it just is. It's a job. Here's your job. But again, here we are again. Final thoughts before we close down the show here, guys. Anything we want to throw out there and add?
Hey, spring sports are on. They're getting with it here with all the baseball and track and golf and soccer and all that. And good luck to all the kids that are competing. And hope the weather stays as well as it has been over the last several weeks. And I mean, guys, we're what, 5-6 weeks away from graduation in the school year.
Amen.
Man.
Good times.
Flying by.
Kevin, anything?
Yeah, I was going to echo Zach's comments a little bit. And the only thing that this time of year that always disappoints me a little bit is spring sports also means spring weather, which means the dreaded last minute cancellation.
Yep. Always fun, especially when you
halfway to a spot,
halfway
to a game, get canceled.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jarvis?
I think we have to say that one of your assistants got the head coaching job at St. Pius, right?
Hey.
I mean, I was going to throw that out there, but you can if you want.
No, I'll let you do it then. That other than that, I'm enjoying a lot of springtime and a lot of spring fun with my son West, and not having any coaching responsibilities right now. It's been a lot of fun.
Always good to hang out with the kiddo. I mean, my daughter, I'm like, hey, you want to do something fun? No. Oh, okay, cool.
Good talk.
So that's like let's send memes to each other. Sometimes that's fun too. Yes. So Jason alluded to it. I want to say congratulations to Eddie Kurtovich, who was my assistant coach for a long time at Fox, most recently, and at St. Pius. He is the new head boys basketball coach at St. Pius. I think he'll do a good job there. Very happy for him. Him and I have texted quite a bit. Him trying to steal the last bit of information on things from me, so I had to burn anything that he had access to and take him off stuff.
You would. You
no,
would.
No, not at all.
Kurtovic, you were watching earlier. You will never see game film again.
Ever. Hey, Kurtovic, as first move as head coach, you need to put Fox on the schedule.
I agree. And
he's already tried to figure it out.
Do it.
And Eddie,
we
I
played him last year.
And Eddie, I cannot wait to make St. Pius X predictions on this show next year.
Here we go.
And I will never, ever predict them to win. Just
they'll be fine as long as they overcome his poor coaching.
Hey, hold on, time out real quick. Was it apple or cherry? Was it apple or cherry, Chris? Do you remember? So are now the fighting apple turnovers? So it's now the new fighting apple turnovers.
Apple turnovers.
Congrats, Eddie.
Yep. So now the only thing I told him, I said, I just want you when you're finally into it and you start having to deal with everything. I want you to find that one moment when because all these years you came in as, I'll use your words, Zach, came in as assistant coach, and you haven't had to deal with some of this stuff. When you finally have that moment, that oh crap moment, I want you to let me know. Okay. Don't forget to do that. But anyway, congrats to him. I'll still be giving him a hard time.
He's probably
as
not
always.
watching this at all right now, but you know.
He was earlier.
He was
when you start talking about baseball, he's out.
Yeah.
We start talking about baseball, he is out. He's a soccer guy like Kevin. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. We will be back in a couple weeks with another brand new episode. Hope to see you guys then. Until then, good night. God bless and all. Take care. This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.